Shall we begin?
We killed that.
You will bow down before me!
Right up in the crotch,
Hello, welcome back to Big Screen Heroes. It's a brand new video episode.
Wow, we were actually making an effort here.
Well, I'm Mark,
I'm Charles.
and we're doing
I don't know what camera to look at this moment.
Look at the one in front of
Yes,
you.
this camera.
I'll look at the one in front of me. Or we
Okay.
just look at the screen.
Yes,
We look at both.
it's very confusing. Stop.
Okay.
Right.
We kind of missed last Friday. We didn't want to, but the
Shit happened,
timetables kind of got screwed up.
and shit got announced as well. So this is what this is about, really.
Yeah, I realised because we got messed about, there's going to be some big announcements, and when the next time we might get to talk about it is on our next video, which we don't even know what the next film is, so it might not even work.
But we're going to do that in a minute. We're going to draw names out of a hat.
Oh yeah, we can
I'm
do that.
going
Yeah.
to draw names out of a hat.
Well, we can do that at the very end.
Yes.
Later on. But for this episode, we're trying out a different format. It's not a commentary. I guess it can still work as a podcast.
It still works, because I mean, like, visually we're not appealing that much, so we could still just have this listening on.
You're sort of big, but
No, but I mean, like, you can still, it's still podcast type crap thing. Like, you can still have cameras and all that.
But this one, we're doing actual trailer reviews.
Yeah.
So there will be visuals up on screen.
We're joining the rest
Not
of
just
we're joining the
some
rest
mics.
of you. Yes, we're joining the rest of YouTube by doing reactions to trailers and news updates. So feel part of the crowd now.
We joined the head.
Yay!
Meh.
Yay!
That was more of a Peter Griffin laugh than a sheep.
Yes.
Rah, bitch.
To be fair, how long has it been since we've actually done camera work?
About a year, because the last time would have been when we officially started
Yes.
the channel. That I deleted them all last night.
Yes.
They were old, bad videos, and this could be even worse. But
Either who? Let's go.
it's not what people tune in for. People tune in because we're here to talk about the announcements from both D23 and San Diego Comic Con that literally happened last weekend and the weekend before.
Aye.
We are recording on Monday the 24th, there's on the corner there. So Comic Con has literally just passed us.
Yep.
We've both really tried to not watch any trailers. I've watched some of the TV trailers, no movies. You've watched
I watched
mostly
one.
none, except for one movie, and I'm disappointed.
I watched one trailer.
It's
out of all.
honestly been killing us
There's
to
only
not
one
watch these as they came out.
So
But for the most part, this is going to be a live reaction
Yep.
to most trailers. But before we get to the trailers, we're quickly just going to brief over the announcements that are made that they didn't release.
videos.
Sorry, I
all
do
of it.
apologize. I had an actual video for, correct, yeah. So we're quickly going to brief over the very brief announcements they made at D23. Let's see, am I clicking the right button?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
There we
okay.
go.
So first announcement is the cast for the Aladdin movie.
Right.
Realist, there's not much to talk about here except for the fact that
Will Smith.
Will Smith is playing the genie, which was a rumour from a while ago that
Right.
is now officially confirmed,
Yeah.
and that the Pink Ranger from the last Power Rangers movie is playing Jasmine.
Still haven't seen the Power Rangers movie.
I don't know who the guy is. I can quickly check to see what he's been in. Because
Is that the dude from Slumdog Millionaire? Or am I just... I only saw like a quick...
no, he's not in. No, he started acting in 2011. So no.
Okay. I just like had a quick glance at him. Yeah, fair enough. No, it's
But
not.
to be
No,
fair-
it's not that kid. It's not that kid.
Despite the fact Jasmine's played, I assume, by a white girl, if not
By
mixed race.
Naomi Scott.
Like I couldn't have told if she was mixed race in Power Rangers.
No.
If you'd asked me.
Mixed race.
But when you see
No,
from that
I-
image, I could see.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
From Power Rangers, you wouldn't tell. So it's a bit. I haven't heard any backlash from it saying they've cast
Oh, the white
and
cast.
like in
Whitewashing.
a Middle Eastern role as a white person, but I don't know. We'll have to. Honestly, we don't know how these actors are going to really do in this film. We're going to have to wait for a trailer. This is just names.
I want to know who the Sultan is. Because there's gonna.
It's gonna be someone with a big beard. Jim Broadbent. Jim Broadbent.
What's the name of that dude from The Mummy?
Oh, that's not that actually. I know that guy, the famous that guy in Hollywood who plays any foreign role.
Yeah, he's in The Mummy. He's also he's in Mean Machine as well.
I haven't seen that, so probably. He played Mahinder's dad in Heroes. If you remember Heroes, that far back.
Yeah, far back. Yeah, that works. I think.
I can't believe I remember Mahinder's name.
I think for a comedical character like the Sultan is a little bit, I think that could work.
I'd be interested to see who they get for Jafar.
Ooh, that'd be good.
But I think the main casting for this is Will Smith as the genie.
Yes, Will Smith's apparently the big draw on this one.
And I really can't wait to see him get genie with it.
With like Disney doing all these like remakes of their old animated movies, it's so far been okay. Like I was okay with Beauty and the Beast.
Did you see Jungle Book?
I haven't seen Jungle Book yet, but I've heard good things from Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was alright.
So I'm hoping it kind of continues going with this thing.
Well, I can announce who the director is. Who's been announced for ages, but it's wait, just double check. Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
Okay.
You will know his films.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He did the
Snatch.
Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes as well.
That's fair enough. Then I'm okay with that.
I'm a bit iffy with this because he's got a very unique style. He did that King Arthur film that just came out this year.
I haven't seen that one.
No one did.
Damn.
So that's kind of worrying. But
he has like a lot of quick. Like,
yes.
Yeah. He has a lot of quick
edits.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see.
But yeah, the main thing to really take away is they really went in an opposite direction from Robin Williams, which is the best thing you could do. No, because otherwise you're just getting someone copy and it's never going to live up.
Well, I understand with it, but like, the only other person who I would have got for that position might have been Jim Carrey. If you were going to go with that same, if you're going to go in that same field, like Jim Carrey would be the only person I could think of.
True. Me, I don't know.
He'd be the only.
When was the last time you saw a Jim Carrey film now?
It's a while now. But what I'm saying, like in terms of like giving that same energy as Robin, like
I don't think Jim Carrey has that anymore. I think that's maybe why he haven't went with that style.
But no, I understand. But I'm saying like if this was done a few years ago, I would have said
I
then.
can see that.
But like but obviously with Will Smith can obviously deliver some.
But the best thing to take away from this movie
is,
unless they decide we're not going to do a musical, Will Smith will finally have a song for one of his films again.
That's the big thing you want.
Every single song he's done for film was great, even if the film was awful.
The last one I remember him doing was the Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
That was the last one.
Nod Your Head, Wild Wild West, Men in Black 1.
Wild Wild West.
Probably others.
That one hurt. Wild Wild West.
But that's a great song though.
No, the song's great.
Exactly.
But it's just the film. On the other hand, is nuts.
It annoyed me that he didn't do a song for Suicide Squad when that film had an album.
Thank fuck he didn't do a song for that one.
They can get David Hasselhoff for Guardians of the Galaxy. You can get Will Smith to just step them aside to record a song.
Well, he's gonna be singing "Friend Like Me," so.
Assuming they keep him the same songs, I'd assume they would because they did with Beauty and the Beast.
Oh god, they're going to give him a hip hop beat version for it, aren't they?
Woo! Never heard of it. No.
Alright, so the big news.
That's pretty much all from Aladdin.
Yes.
The other big D23 is we finally got some images from the Tim Burton Dumbo movie, which to me look the very first image looks horrifying.
Right.
It still looks horrifying, but
I know I saw it. I just seen it like 5 seconds ago, and it was like
yeah, you kind of hit your head.
I there it is. There, if I ever wanted nightmare fuel, there it is.
Yeah, that's.
To be fair, to be fair, to bring a 2D character into a 3D element, that is actually a pretty good attempt.
It's usually elements or elephant. I honestly didn't know
either or.
So it's like
it
I'm
works,
confused what which
making a 2D element into a 3D element. No, I think, to be fair, it does look like Dumbo if it was made in 3D.
It's the eyes. The
Oh, no,
eyes
the
are
eye-
freaking me
No,
out.
no, the eyes are like,
horrifying.
but like it's meant to be, cause like in the original cartoon, it's meant to make him look cute in terms of like the like blue beady
Yeah.
eyes. That's what it's meant to be for them, though.
I do like this image. You only get a tiny bit, but that look the Casey Jr. Just from the caboose of the Casey. I assume that's the caboose.
Yeah, it's gotta be the train.
No, I know it's the train, but it's like that could be the front or the end.
Oh no, it's the end. It's the end of the train.
The sort of the way it looks at all, that looks like. I guess how I would expect the train to look like in a live action movie.
I'm on the.
I don't know. I just like that image though.
There's times where Tim Burton films I like, and there's times where I see Tim Burton films and I don't like it because
Was that time when you liked them back in the 90s?
maybe. No, I've seen some of Tim's stuff's pretty good. Then there's other stuff that's not so good, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I fucking hate that film. And even his remake of the Planet of the Apes.
Everyone knows that.
But like, it's like when it becomes like even the Alice in Wonderland series. I didn't like that. How that.
Well, you needed the first one.
But what I'm saying is like the way he does it is with like how he like his art style.
Yeah.
With the CGI that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It does not work. It
I
has to
can
be.
see this not working.
He needs more practical work. It's like his is like the more of a visual. The thing's been built as opposed to it's just a computer generated thing to help save time and cost.
Or we're looking at that and that's been built.
See,
And that's horrifying.
that's horrifying, but that's in Tim Burton's own style. Everything he does is terrifying. Trust me, I've spent the last few months studying on
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
No, I get that. But Danny DeVito wasn't the main character of Batman Returns.
And he is the most memorable thing in that movie.
Yeah, you can have the most memorable thing. You shouldn't have
Sorry.
be in it.
Sorry. Second most memorable thing in that movie.
Christopher Walken as Master. I forgot. But yeah, they showed this off, and I was horrified by it, and I just went.
I am
"No."
horrified, but I can see it. I can see that being a thing.
Well, we got to 2019. We'll have trailers by then, and hopefully we can see what it's actually going to look like in motion.
Okay, so does this come out after Aladdin or is Aladdin?
I want to say Aladdin's next year.
Okay.
No, I don't think they've got. We'll look it up later.
Okay.
But this said 2019. I know they've got Lion King next year,
Right.
and I assume Aladdin's. If they're casting it, I assume Aladdin's next year as well.
At the speed that Disney can make their shit now, I would imagine that would be
Yeah.
next year.
So there was the big announcements. The image I showed you before for Wreck-It Ralph 2,
Yep.
they bring back a lot of the old Disney princesses.
Yep.
They had the likes of the voice of Jasmine, Ariel, Belle, Moana,
Basically,
Rapunzel,
Renaissance onwards.
Pocahontas. Yeah, it was like the very early 90s and everyone that's come out in the last few
Like,
years.
yeah, the oldest one on that was Ariel.
Yeah, Little Mermaid, and then it was Ariel to Pocahontas, and then maybe Tangled onwards.
Yes, so like the latest one would have been.
Moana was
Yeah,
there.
Moana was the last one, so that works.
They did also announce that the Avengers are going to be in that movie.
Okay.
They did not confirm any cast though, so we don't know if it's
That'd be.
we'll have Robert Downey Jr. voicing Iron Man or so on, or it might just be the guys who do in the cartoons.
I really would hope it's like the actual.
That'd be interesting, but we don't really know if they're good at voice acting.
Basically, all I'm hearing from this Wreck-It Ralph 2 is it's Disney Infinity the game.
That'd be amazing.
It's Disney Infinity the game, the movie. That's what it is. Because that option opens you up for Star Wars characters, and imagine having Star Wars characters in that character. You can easily have Star Wars in that character.
I believe someone said about Darth Vader.
There you go.
I'm not sure if that was a rumor though.
Nope. It's confirmed. It's official.
I put it on the internet. It's official.
Darth Vader's in Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Well, at least for free. You should at least get them for free.
Yes.
Do it like Disney Infinity. Start off with your own original Disney characters, then do Marvel, then the third one you do Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's an installment. It's a patch free.
I thought they had a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. They're putting Toy Story in it.
Which is cool. It's good. The
But we
memes.
don't really know Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I like, as,
So
mu-
we
as
can't really
much
talk much
as
about
as
it.
much as like I'm the gamer out of the both of us. I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts.
I really want to get into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I played the first one a bit, but I got lost in one of the first levels. I think it was the Tarzan level,
I-
like level 2.
I was playing. I don't know if it was the first or the second one I was playing, but I was in the Alice in Wonderland stage.
That might have been the first one.
Okay,
I was in there pretty early on.
I played a bit of that, and the boss fight took the piss.
Oh, I never got up to a boss
No,
fight.
I actually got to the boss fight with that, and it took the absolute piss. So, and that was recent as well because I only had a go of it.
The HD one.
Yes, I had a bit of a go of it, and not for me. That game is not for me.
Thing is, I really want to get into it because I love Disney that much.
Yeah, I know.
But I hate Final Fantasy. Yeah, as much as I love Disney, I equally hate Final Fantasy as much.
No, I know what you mean. I
And
know
that's
what you
what tears me apart about this franchise.
Aye.
So that got announced. They showed some Battlefield 2 stuff. They showed some stuff for the new Spider-Man game.
Yep.
They announced some new VR games, which I don't give.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one
two
with.
lines about.
I've seen that one with the Hulk, Captain Marvel, and Rocket Raccoon.
Which is interesting because that looks very much like the cancelled Avengers game that they were going to have out to tie in for the movie.
That could be it.
So it does look like maybe a lot of the engine was copied over,
Mm-hmm.
and they've now turned that into this VR game. But I'm not going to play it. I never want to get a VR set. Maybe if you actually release a version where you can just play.
You can see on the screen the price.
No, I can't actually cover it up.
No, we
Yeah.
can't do anything about it. I'm saying like we're talking about the VR.
Don't look where I'm
The
moving this
price
mouse.
alone is stupid. So if it becomes cheaper, maybe. Like I've had experience with VR. I've had gone to events to do VR. I thought it's pretty good. Like Resident Evil I thought I had to go with that in VR. That's pretty good.
I'll
So-
take your word on it, but for me, I get motion sick really easy.
Oh no!
so it's not for me.
I understand it's not for everybody, but if the price comes down a bit, maybe.
I want to say, obviously the biggest announcement they had at D23 was the Avengers Infinity War trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But that never got released to the public, so we can't really talk about that.
But it got
But
leaked.
It got released at Comic Con, which
it got
we
leaked.
both saw,
We got leaked.
but we'll talk about that later.
Wait, hang on. I think we need to be like this to do it.
No. We can say normal. We just have to crop half the thing out to be like the trailer.
Me editing this in the future, please edit so we are cropped for that part.
So that was like the biggest announcement. They showed some behind the scenes footage for episode 8 of Star Wars,
Yep.
which we'll be reviewing later on.
That's
We're
in the
doing
trailer.
all the announcements first though.
Yep.
But I think it was never announced,
What was it?
but a rumour came out during D23 for Lion King that they've cast Scar.
I think I've seen this. Who is it?
Well, I'll go for the official cast so far.
Right.
They have Mufasa is still played by James Earl Jones.
Which is good.
Simba is going to be voiced by Donald Glover.
Right.
Do you know who he is?
Fantastic Four.
Nope. No, that's Michael B. Jordan.
Ah.
He was the one in Spider-Man: Homecoming who was the guy Spider-Man tried to interrogate.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's like you got to get better at this type of.
No,
this
yeah,
type of
I'm
job.
on it now. Is he Fingo's son or related?
No, he just has the same last name.
Ah, right.
He always gets that, and I was like, "Are you Danny Glover's son or related?" It's like, "No, I just have his name."
No, that would have been cool. He's related to Danny Glover. I like Danny Glover.
No, they're both African American and they both have the same last name.
Ah, yeah.
That's the only connection they have.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the rumour is currently. Oh wait, they've also announced two Timon and Pumbaa are, and one of them Seth Rogen. I don't know who the other actor is.
James Franco.
No, it's not. It's someone else. They are
Fucking
announced.
James Franco is gonna be it.
But the rumour for Scar is Hugh Jackman. And I really want to see that.
Hugh Jackman is Scar.
Not confirmed, but heavily rumoured.
That, not gonna lie, would be interesting to see. I'd be interested to see that.
But apparently they did show some actual footage from Lion King and D23 for the audience there,
Yeah.
and everyone was shocked about how good it was. Like it, apparently it was the opening scene with the sun rises and they lift up Simba.
Oh, the whole thing.
Nah, it's the wind.
Yeah.
That whole scene.
Simba too.
but apparently everyone was shocked at how it actually looked like real animals were doing all this.
Okay.
Which I cannot.
No trailer's been shown for it.
No, only the attendants got to see this. That's the worst thing about D23. Unless
You go. Unless
yeah.
you go, you ain't seen
Yeah.
shit.
Except for the Star Wars trailer, because they knew everyone was going to get angry if
Oh,
they
yes.
showed Star Wars stuff.
Oh, what's that? Our second biggest money maker? Let's not. We have to show that.
Hell, it is the biggest.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they showed that over the Avengers, which is debatable.
Well, yeah, because that's coming out. Star Wars is coming out at the end of this year. Avengers, they still have Thor and Black Panther,
Avengers, you have.
and it's also coming out next year.
Yeah, with Avengers, you still have at least 10 months.
Yeah.
Until Jesus Christ, 10 months.
Wait, yeah, no, yeah, 10 months, yeah.
10 months for a film that's been 10 years in the making.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, for part one.
I know, yeah, for part one as well. Holy shit.
But yeah, I think that's all the big D23 announcements.
Right.
Not a lot came out of it, which I was a little bit disappointed by, but it's not the end of the world.
No, it's not.
Because Comic Con was the following weekend.
Comic Con was the next big thing.
And we're going to quickly brief over we're going to go to comicbookmovie.com, where they've collected a list of the 10 biggest stories that came out of Comic Con. There was a lot more, but we're mainly here just to talk about the trailer, so we're just trying to get this out the way as quick as.
Right. For purposes of this, you know what these announcements are.
I already looked ahead of this.
I have not, so these are more of a raw thing for me. And the first one, literally being Young Justice.
Young Justice is back for the third season. I believe it's only on Netflix, if that says there. It doesn't say, but I believe it is coming back.
If it's on Netflix, then that gives them more range to work with it then.
Yes.
Because then you don't have to worry about the whole primetime kids show.
Yeah, which is why they got cancelled, because Cartoon Network messed them about so much. I'm just going to see if we can get the official because they released images of the entire cast of who they're bringing into the team now.
Right.
Where is it?
Would have helped if you had gotten this earlier.
Well, I'm still opening up. I thought that was the full list. Here we go. First official images from outsiders. So this is the main team.
Right.
Static Shock's going to be in it, or just Static. Kid Flash. What's his name? Oh my god, I forgot his name before he was Kid Flash. It does say. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you even see that.
No, that would happen.
Do you know who it is? It begins with an I. His superhero name.
Oh no.
Oh wait, he's a Kid Flash from the future.
Okay.
He's taken over. I think it's Bart Allen is his actual name.
Right.
He's taken over as Kid Flash. I believe that's still Tim Drake as Robin. It could be Damian Wayne at this point though, because he's got the actual hood.
Yeah, it actually might be Damian Wayne, yeah.
But it just says, it just says Robin.
Yeah.
We're getting Wonder Girls, who's still back. She was still on the team from last season.
Right.
Spoiler, who I believe, not a spoiler, that's just the name, in the comics is Stephanie Brown, who became the first female Robin,
Yeah.
in main continuity, not Kelly.
Right.
Blue Beetle's back, who was my favourite part about season 2 of Young Justice.
He's also in Injustice.
And because of that show,
Yeah.
he is now my favourite DC hero.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That show introduced me to this character, and I fell in love with that character immediately.
Fair enough.
We get a brand new character only for this show.
Call 13.
13. We have no idea who she is.
No, I haven't got a clue.
I think she could be related to Dr. 13, I think it says there. But I don't know who that is.
Right.
We got Arrowette, who's a new character for the team.
Yep.
Nothing's been set up about her before.
Just scroll up a little bit.
Oh, wait, this way?
No, the other way.
Yeah.
No, because we're on the bottom. And
yeah, sorry, I have to get the list. Sorry.
No, I'm just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting, one of the Arsenal's back, to be a spoiler, because there's technically 2 in this universe.
Right.
And Beast Boy's back, and he's got a bit of a redesign.
That's cool.
And I believe, if we scroll up, where is it? There we go, comments. Someone actually uploaded... No, wait, that's not... And it's already got buried. They did release 2 more images.
Yeah.
And one of them shows what the original members of Young Justice look like now. Nightwing, Arsenal, and Aqualad. but that's disappeared from this post.
Right.
But I really can't wait for season 3.
No.
Season 1 I thought was great. I love season 2.
Season 2 ended on a hell of a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, so you actually see Young Justice?
I didn't. I only saw little bits of it. I only saw, but I know of the cliffhanger. So,
Yes.
So yeah.
But yeah, so
Young Justice is back.
yes.
You're so happy with that.
yes, we're getting some good animated TV shows.
If
again.
it's on Netflix, then if it's on Netflix, I'll probably try and catch up.
As
I
long-
say that all the time.
as long as they don't do what they've done with Voltron and Castlevania, which is their seasons are half a bit.
No.
Have you seen the Castlevania show?
No,
yet?
I haven't seen. I've been
It's
waiting.
4 episodes,
Really?
and they're 20 minutes each. They are fantastic episodes.
But it's only.
It's for the first season ends on the biggest cliffhanger ever. It's like the show hasn't even started yet. The first episode is entirely set up for the next 3, and they're just set up for what season 2 is going to be.
Son of a bitch.
But it's clearly obvious that it's not a complete season,
Right.
and I hope they don't do that with this. If they do, as long as they do it right,
Mm.
that's all I hope for this show.
Next statement. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Spawn's.
They're moving forward with Spawn.
Yes, Spawn's getting a movie. Yes.
There's nothing to talk about with this though, because
I don't care. Spawn's getting a movie.
No, because according to is it Todd McFarlane? Yeah, Todd McFarlane. Pretty much since the last Spawn movie came out, Spawn's getting his own movie again.
Yep.
This isn't a new story. This has been happening since the 90s. He keeps coming up to every Comic Con saying we're moving forward with it. Oh, well, apparently Kevin Smith's working on it. I'm not too fussed with that. We don't know in what capacity.
If this happens where he ends up like leaving the project halfway through it and saying because they do wanted to do giant spiders, I'm gonna flip.
This could work for this one though.
Yeah, to be fair.
As long as you don't do awful CGI spiders like that. As long as the CGI is good. Let's just hope for that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But this one, it takes a significant
To be
step
fair,
up. It means not.
to be fair, the cape in the first movie for the time was pretty good.
Your big effect shouldn't be a cape.
But that's the whole thing with Spawn is the cape.
You shouldn't focus the entire movie on making a cape look good. Though.
It's the main.
You should make it look good. Don't get me wrong, but that should not be the only thing you make look
No,
good.
I know what you're saying, but it's like
Because
when
they
it's
made nothing else look
but
good.
wait, but when that's like one of the source of your powers, like it's gotta be
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it should be more.
right.
But this is a non-story, realistically.
Okay, next.
Number 8. Oh yeah, well Daredevil World U was getting was getting season 3.
Right.
They announced that last Comic Con.
Right.
But Iron Fist is getting a season 2,
Okay.
which I was so worried about because everyone hated the show.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of negativity.
There
of
is
it.
nothing wrong with that show.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, because you're lame like that.
Shh. Don't make me
Defenders are coming out.
Don't make me kick your ass in front of these cameras now for that.
Not in front of the audience. Send help. But I actually really liked Iron Fist.
Right.
It's not my favourite out of the shows. It's on level with Luke Cage.
Right.
But the way everyone was hating on it, realistically, there was nothing different in that show than what they do in the other shows. For everyone to turn on it.
Right.
That's what.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm just like the only thing I've heard has been negative.
Yeah.
I've had a few people who have said it's okay, but it's not. But when they compare it to the other shows like Daredevil or Luke Cage or Jessica
It's
Jones,
pretty much exactly the same as Luke Cage. Jessica Jones is still my favourite.
that was like where it's basically this is for what I'm getting. This is the equivalent of Iron Man 3 for us, as opposed to this being in the Netflix series where it's like
I can see that. Yeah.
it's not bad. It's just not the best. It's like it's the worst of
Yeah.
a good.
But the way people were ripping into it, it was like the worst thing
Okay.
that ever been produced onto
Right.
television. But I'm glad they've changed the team.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, still the same cast.
Right.
but they've changed the writing team, which could be a good sign that they're going to move in a different direction.
Right.
Hopefully, the more mystical elements, which is really what the show should have focused on. So I'm glad that they're giving it a second chance.
Oh.
Daredevil Season 3, we already knew that's not a new story.
Fair enough. New story.
They released new trailers for. We're going to look into
Yeah,
that later.
we're already going to
That's
that.
not an announcement, really. I don't know why that's. No, we can't look at that. We can't look at that.
What's that? Ragnarok is
No, that's a trailer for Ragnarok. So that's not. We're going to be looking into that, which I've actually.
Ant-Man and Wasp cast announced.
Oh yes, some big casting news for this one.
Okay.
They've cast Janet Van Dyne,
Okay.
who's Hank Pym's wife.
Right.
Oh, the original Wasp, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Really?
She's going to be playing. The original Wasp in this. So that confirms that we're at least going to get flashbacks, or she's going to come out of the microverse, whatever it was called, the quantum realm.
Yeah, because that's what.
She got sucked into it in the first one.
And obviously in the last film, it was proven you can come out of it.
Yeah.
Ah, fair enough.
Another.
Every time I think of that movie, it's like, I've just said it to Wombo. that's what it is. I can't
The
get
science of wombology.
I can't get my wife. She shrank too small. Have you tried sending it to Wombo? That's what it is.
But the other big casting announcement is that Lawrence Fishburne is going to be in this movie,
Okay.
and he's going to be playing Goliath.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, at least Dr. Bill Foster,
Ah.
who's also known as Black Goliath. Well, they're just going to go. I assume they're just going to go with Goliath for this film.
I'm Black Goliath. Why Black Goliath? Why?
And they've announced that some of the villains as well, but I didn't know who they were, and I don't know who the villains were.
Right.
So I'll be throwing names at you again.
No, I know what you mean. There's not a whole lot I know of.
So it'd be interesting to see, because Lawrence Fishburne still plays a prominent role in the DC universe. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of role he plays in this.
Could it be true?
So I think he's technically our first biggest crossover. We've had some smaller ones, like the guy who played KG Beast in Dawn of Justice.
Right.
He was Crossbones' mate in Winter Soldier.
Oh,
He was one of the
right.
SHIELD agents that turned on Cap. But it's only been small ones like that. This would be like a name actor being in both of them.
That's a fair point, yeah.
So it'd be interesting what that movie's actually going to turn into.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Oh yeah, but I'm glad it's Lawrence Fishburne.
Congratulations, you're the first.
Well, there probably is another one that we've all forgot about. That time Henry Cavill showed up at Iron Man that we all forgot about.
You're the first one we remembered.
Yeah, until we forget.
Yeah.
So the next one.
What's his name?
Oh, this new story.
Stuff to do and get the movie. If we just cross out the part where it says Fox standalone, I think we'd be great. Stuff to do and get this movie. That I don't know why you're complaining, because this is the interesting thing of, like, this is a good step forward.
No, it's not.
It is.
Because in my heart of hearts, I hope that all the rumours were true, that there had been a secret deal between Fox and Marvel.
We all want that to be true.
No, but there was evidence to support it.
Oh no. There could still be evidence behind this.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they pull the biggest rug underneath the world,
Yeah.
and this turns out that they've kind of got like a Sony deal going on,
Mm-hmm.
where this is part of the MCU, but it's a side story, so it can be its own continuity, but it is technically still part.
Realistically, right? Let's think of this.
Realistically, Fox like let's extend that.
No,
Let's extend our contract more.
Let's
Money.
No, let's realistically look at this, right? And obviously where this could potentially be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. After what happened with Fantastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fox would be stupid to make a film another Fantastic Four related character so quick.
Yeah.
After what happened, right? They would have just waited out until the expiry date and then would have just released another film. That would have been the method. We would have got another reboot in, 8 years or something like that?
7 years, I think they've got.
So, okay, we would have got a reboot in 7 years. Which is fair enough. We would have got another reboot. Excuse me. But, to do this very quick, not long after, I do hope, by all accounts, this is a similar thing with Sony, where we get this because and I think this is because no studio would have been smart. No studio's that stupid to do that. I really hope Fox are not that stupid to do that.
We know there's a studio stupid enough to do that.
I'm aware of a studio stupid enough to do that, but I'm hoping they make the right decision here, and this is like, okay, to put it this way, right? You're making a film about Doctor Doom. Why are you making a film about Doctor Doom? Why would you make a film about Doctor Doom unless...
Because Fantastic Four is box office poison.
No, unless...
And you've got to keep the rights somehow.
Unless you do an origin story for a potential villain in a future Avengers movie. I don't see them giving...
No, I still really hope that this is part of the MCU somehow.
Right.
But I know it's not.
Have faith. We all look. Think about a few years ago, right? When we didn't think Spider-Man had a chance in hell coming back.
That's true.
Yeah, we had this very debate about it, and then
No, but the thing is, Spider-Man. Well, Sony still need to adhere to the 7-year rule.
Yeah.
Fox do. In our heart to heart, we knew that it would be difficult for Spider-Man because his movies made money.
no, yeah, he did.
They could make very poor movies and still make money off
But
it.
that's the thing is they done that, but still made money. Fantastic, what like that bombed like hell.
That's what got me. I was like, they're gonna have to. If they would need to make some money off of this, that they're gonna have to pretty much
The
Marvel.
only thing Fox have is the X-Men.
Yes, Deadpool technically.
Yeah, well, that's what's making them their money with them, with the right to their Marvel movies.
Yes.
But so I would assume they would happily drop the Fantastic Four and all the characters do, because let's be realistic here. After Infinity War, where do you go from after that? Do you just
We'll
stop?
get to that.
I'm saying, but do we just stop there or?
Oh no, I think we know where it's going now. After we'll get through these announcements.
Right, but I want to hope at some point Doctor Doom. I hope that this is part of that there is a deal that hopefully that this is a thing that's going to happen.
Well, unfortunately, until more information comes out.
Well, to be fair, when something's got announced and it's on the fucking right there,
Yeah.
and obviously that's a big thing as well that we'll talk about in a minute. But I hope with that, this is part of this. I believe that this is going to be a thing. Like,
Well,
obviously, I understand where it's going to. Obviously, looking at that on the right, I know where it's going. But I hope this comes apart with it.
Batman crosses over.
Yes, Batman joins. Yeah.
Well, let's just move on to the next one because that was a bit of a
Yeah.
kick in the nuts.
It was. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Ben Affleck said he's staying as Batman.
This is not a story. This is not. Oh my god.
No, it's a story because someone's dressed up as Edward from Full Metal Alchemist on the stage.
Oh yeah, it's the Flash. The Flash is dressed up, but he's hit the wrong arm.
That's cool though. I thought that was cool.
Thing is, I hate that guy so much because he's such a hipster douche.
Okay.
He is one of those like I know whenever you. I don't really read into celebrity gossip.
Right.
It's mainly like the movie gossip.
Right.
But whenever stories of him pop up, it's always like whenever you see a picture of he's dressed up like a fucking douche. Oh my god, he just gets on my nerves.
Right.
It's he's one of those he dresses as a stereotype of someone who's trying to be an arsehole.
Right.
If you've got that image in your head, that's probably what he's dressed up like.
All I have is James Franco in my head.
Yeah, it wouldn't be far off. Times 10.
Is it sunken yet that I don't like James Franco as a sunken yet?
But Harry, it's me.
No, but I think that's important because it's like Ben Affleck is staying as Batman. I think that because you thought there was doubts of it.
I never.
You did. You thought the way the movie was hearing the rumors of the going in the back of like with Batman, and then Nightwing was going to be the next film afterwards.
Oh, I can still see
that's what I'm saying. That's from that last conversation we had. That's what I'm saying. This is big announcement that Ben Affleck's like, yeah, I'm Batman. I'm staying as Batman. He's sticking it out, even though clearly things haven't been going their way in terms of the movies. But obviously he's sticking it out.
Well, he'll be Batman as long as, well, at least for the next few movies until we get to our next story.
Which is
the new DCU slate of films. Now, let's see, where is it? So far, everything we've seen is pre-Flashpoint continuity.
Right.
Man of Steel,
Right.
Dawn of Justice,
Right.
Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and the Justice League film.
Right.
I guess Aquaman would be as well, depending on when they haven't announced any dates.
But this is all pre-Flashpoint.
Yes,
Right.
because they've announced that the Flash solo film will be called Flashpoint,
Okay.
which highly brings up the fact that Ben Affleck will not be returning as Batman for that film, because we will have a brand new Batman in the form of Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh yeah, he'll be That I thought like. Oh, so that means Vigno's gonna be the Joker.
Martha Wayne, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's. No, because it's funny because both actors are in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
that's funny as fuck.
No, the weirdest thing is, at the Walking Dead panel, they sat both of them together, so people have pictures. It's like one of them whispers over to each other. It's like, oh, we're at the Flashpoint panel.
Oh no, that's gonna be. No, that's good. I like that. I genuinely think that's good. Because I remember watching the Flashpoint animated movie. I thought that was really good.
Well, I read the comic.
I think
I love the comic.
It's going to be good seeing the actors perform.
Oh my god,
Count Drogo. Imagine having Drogo being the villain in that movie, the Flashpoint.
Aquaman versus Wonder Woman.
That's going to be a sick fight.
Oh my god, are they gonna do to Henry Cavill what they did to him, Chris Evans in the first Avenger, where they make a big head on a really skinny body for the version of Superman?
Please do. Please do this.
Okay, that's just the title of that.
Yeah.
The other films they've announced at the Comic Con is we're going to get a Wonder Woman 2, which is kind of new.
Okay, that was obvious, yeah.
Suicide Squad 2, Green Lantern Corps,
Right.
which they've announced is actually the title. The Batman, which they officially announced will be the title.
Okay, okay, that's cool.
Batgirl,
Okay.
and Shazam.
Wait, whoa, is that before or after Black Adam?
Well, I'm reading off this.
I know, because Rock's still Black Adam as far as we're aware of.
Yes, as far as he's still playing Black Adam. Suspiciously not mentioned were Gotham City Sirens,
Right.
Black Adam, Nightwing, Cyborg, or Man of Steel 2. But they've said that those films didn't have any release dates.
Right.
Except Cyborg did have a release date though.
Right.
Which is a bit weird. Shazam, they did announce Shazam. Yeah, sorry, Cyborg is the only one of those films they didn't announce.
Right.
That originally did have a date.
Right.
As far as we're aware, that hasn't changed, because they've not announced any new dates.
Right.
But it's weird that they didn't mention anything of that, but they mentioned brand new stuff.
I think...
Especially when that Cyborg movie got announced in 2014. And the only update that's had is it was announced in 2014.
I think maybe after Wonder Woman, they had I don't know if before or after Wonder Woman, they've had like a proper sit down in themselves and think to themselves in what direction they're actually going with this now.
They probably have, because so far all they've done is announce films.
Because I think Flashpoint, because if you're gonna go with the Flashpoint series thing, I think that for one, that's actually good, and that actually ties in with.
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, that genuinely makes the whole thing, because didn't we originally say something to like it was like Flashpoint or something like that.
Well, there was heavy rumours because why get Jeffrey Dean Morgan to
Yeah,
play
that's what it was. Yeah,
who's die instantly.
Yeah, he was like a big name character to have dead in like a few. We literally made this a year ago, and you deleted that video.
No, we didn't talk about that.
We did. I'm sure we did. I'm sure we made a reference to that somewhere.
Oh, in the very first video. That's
No. But we made that reference. We made a point of like, why would you
realize that?
What?
At the moment, technically in the comics,
Yeah.
we're still currently in the New 52 timeline,
Right.
but they rebranded it as DC Rebirth.
Right.
Turns out what happened when the Flash went back to fix everything that was broken in Flashpoint.
Right.
The Watchman's Dr. Manhattan stepped in, and that's what's made the New 52.
Right.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Patrick Wilson, who's playing Ocean Master, and Billy Crudup.
We're getting the
Who's
what?
pl-
We're getting a Watchmen. We're getting a new one.
3 actors who've been Watchmen are in the DCE universe.
We're getting the Watchmen.
Zack Snyder directed Watchmen. He directed the first few movies of this.
Oh,
They could just tie it into the continuity.
that's a big man. That's a
Or-
mind fuck because I
or
came out
even if they
years
don't
ago.
go, even if they don't go with the movie, Watchmen's getting its own TV show on HBO soon. They could tie it into the TV show.
Jesus Christ.
It depends how far down
How-
they plan this.
How far ahead were we in this whole thing?
We haven't even got to Flashpoint yet. And we're talking about
Was
the
this,
rebirth.
was this the plan all along, Zach? Was this the plan all along? Were you connecting these movies
But
all
something
together?
that's not announced in this,
What?
which they did announce,
What was it?
which is weird. They confirmed The Rock will not be in the Shazam movie.
So Black Adam will not be in Shazam.
No.
Right. Alright, fair enough. Obviously, they don't want to have your big main for that character in...
But who'd you get as the villain?
I don't fucking know.
Evil Superman, maybe?
Suicide? Bizarro? Suicide Squad?
Well, we'll have to watch the Justice League trailer, see if we get any hints to anything.
To be fair, Bizarro would be a cool character to have, actually. It would have... That would have...
No, Bizarro, not a good
No,
character to have.
Bizarro. Hang on, before we go into that, Bizarro would have been a better choice than fucking Doomsday, because it would have made more sense to have a cloned Superman or a cloned Kryptonian or mutant. No,
Cherry.
no,
Cherry.
no. I'm making a logical point.
We'll get into off track because we can go on for 2 hours straight just talking about the problem for that film.
Oh god, you could.
So, yes. So they've
Continue.
announced that's not necessarily in that order,
Right.
but a brand new lineup of films that we're going to get for the DCE universe.
Okay. And the big thing is the scroll.
Well, it's more not just the scroll, but more the Captain Marvel announcements.
Yes.
It's not just the scrolls they
I
announced.
see scroll.
Oh, that's the big thing to take away. That we are officially getting the scrolls.
I'm happy we're getting the scroll. It changes everything now.
Literally, because they can change.
Yeah, exactly. I love the
Now here, swimming people.
I love the idea of the scroll where it's like it's an infiltration thing. It's like sneaking in, so you can't trust certain characters.
And now that we have these characters,
I think that's brilliant.
I think Phase 4 will set up
For Scroll.
Secret Invasion.
Ooh.
Now that we officially have them in this universe.
Mm.
But another big thing to take away is Nick Fury is good. They've confirmed Nick Fury will be in this movie, and he's going to be the mentor for Captain Marvel.
Right.
He's going to have 2 eyes in this movie.
Is he a scroll?
Right there. It's been set in the 90s.
Oh.
So that way,
Okay.
we can still have a Captain Marvel movie in between Infinity War and Avengers 4
Right. So
that doesn't affect the continuity.
So it's a flashback in terms of the
It's
time.
a flashback movie, yeah.
So where is Captain Marvel then this whole time?
I assume fighting the Skrull in the Kree Empire.
Fair enough.
What is interesting is Brie Larson is pretty young still. I looked her up, she's like maybe a year or 2 older than us.
Okay, fair enough.
And by the time maybe they get to this, she'll be, I think
She'll be less than 30 at that point.
Yes.
people.
Okay. Let's round up, say the character's going to be 30 in the 90s.
Right.
At 20 years, she's going to be 50 by the time.
She gets, yeah. But I don't think she'll age with her.
I know they're going to have to expect the power she's got, she stays the same age.
No, that's easy done. Unless they freeze her and
Oh, they could do. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah. But that would be too similar to Captain America.
And Bucky.
Bucky's meant to be similar to Captain America because it's like the opposite way they could have went.
I know.
Well, I'm really excited about this.
No, that'd be good.
I really can't wait for the Captain Marvel movie now. I already couldn't wait for it already. But now I know some of my favourite Marvel villains are officially going to be in this movie.
Skrull's going to be in it. It's going to be cool.
Yes. And it's going to be the Skrull versus the Kree Empire. Exactly.
Fucking hell. That's going to be an interesting development. Where the fuck were you guys when Ronan was about taking names?
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Because that was set in the 90s.
Yeah, where the fuck were you guys when Ronan was taking names?
Okay, well, to wrap this part of the episode up,
Yep.
that's like the big announcements
Yes.
that got made. We're now going to go into the trailer stuff, which is going to be the big. This is going to be a 3-hour episode. I can feel it.
Oh god.
Oh, who cares? It's lots of trailers. You can skip around. We'll maybe put time codes at the bottom if you just want to skip to certain ones.
I'm only thinking.
Maybe.
I'm only thinking I might do this in 2 parts.
You want to end it here? First part here?
Yeah, do it because it's like this has been going on for an hour now.
I said, wow.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be 10 minutes.
No, this is an hour.
Wow.
This has been on for an hour, but when I take into account the time of editing and all that crap,
Yes. Okay.
and it's not just an audio thing. This is actual visuals as well.
Okay, that's touche.
So we're going to end this here at part 1, and we're going to fix
Big
things,
fat cliffhanger.
and we're going to go right into part 2 now.